Welcome back to Adventure Awaits. It's your good friend Ryan back at you with the weekly recap. So let's jump right into it. So last week, Kima is confronted by Zozos in the body of our old friend Krios. She agrees to join him for his help getting out of jail, while the other three of our party head out for back to the good intent to get back to Absalom Station. Rats and a drunk Domash have a talk about what transpired since they've got to Castroville, something that need to get done long before that. After a night's rest, they head out, and Rats figures out that the ship has an AI named Jeeves. He asks it a couple questions. The ship arrives at Absalom Station 2 days later, and the trio of Starfinders head out to spend some credits on some new equipment. They do eventually meet up at the Lorespire complex and talk to Chiskisk about the information they obtained on Castroville. Chiskisk introduces Kima's replacement, Raquel, a very upbeat half-elf, half-Riparian. Very cool hybrid. I'm very excited to see how Des plays that. After her introduction, they all go out for a drink at the Moon's Asleep, and EP announces to the group that he will not be joining them on their next voyage to the Diaspora, and Chiskis is currently looking for a replacement. I'm going to miss that giant green plant monster. So then, while they were talking, Rats got a message from his little brother Twim that he needs his help, and Rats runs out the door. What does Twim need help with? Well, that's why you come back every week to find out about these mysteries. So have fun with episode 44. Ryan out. Snap effect number 1190. John Kennedy had a pony named Macaroni. That was the best one I got. It also kind of rhymes, so there you go.
Yeah. You said John Kennedy?
John Kennedy.
The president?
I mean,
was it John F? Or
it just said John Kennedy. Maybe his dad. John.
Well, we've got to fact check that fact. Because I don't know who we're talking about anymore.
I trust Snapple to have accurate facts.
Check it!
No!
So I wonder, was he when did he have this pony?
Probably when he was a kid. I doubt,
well, I didn't know.
He's in the motorcade, and it's instead of Jackie, it's a fucking pony, and it's like.
He's like, well, thanks for getting me this pony. I'm going to love it for the rest of my life.
Thanks, Lee Harvey Oswald, for this awesome pony.
Once they released all those documents from the CIA, they really inspected closely. It was actually a pony everybody was riding on.
The pony actually shot.
Yeah.
There was a second.
You're not going to ride me.
There was a second shooter. He was dressed as a car. Go with it.
Yes, and.
And he had a gun on his back. So, so the bullet looked like it came from this way, but it actually was from this way.
Ah.
You can't see him going this and that way, but instead of the left, it went to the right.
Podcasting.
Shut up. Chris, what are we doing?
Ryan, we're playing Starfinder.
You guys are. I'm out of here. I'm going to go write my new fan fiction about.
What did you get?
I got a 9.
9.
12.
Good job. I don't know what that's for.
Roll for
somebody?
Roll for podcast.
Roll for podcasting. Yeah, episode... this is episode 71, I think, overall. So that's pretty exciting.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, I just looked it up.
That's
now,
too much math.
I think it's... I don't know what Starfinder episode is, but overall, 71.
44?
Yeah.
43?
No, 43 is already out.
2?
God, no, the episode's dead.
No, I was reading his fingers. Or counting, sorry.
Salad fingers. All right.
Creepy fingers.
Yeah. So we're back on Absalom Station, and Chiskis kind of called a meeting with you guys, found this replacement for ostensibly Kima. And you want to remind us what that name is? Because I already forgot.
I also forgot. I just know that Domach isn't like...
I just know I was still calling Kima Evelyn for a while there, so this is going to take me a while.
And then you called her Kima at one point, so...
Oh, yeah.
Raquel Tianieth.
Raquel Tianieth. I'm going to call you Raquel at least 10 times.
That's fine.
I'm going to call you... I don't know. Something.
Dr. T.
Expendable.
You can call me Dr. T.
Dr. T. I like that. That's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Dr. T. You did it. Nobody else did. You did it.
You did it yourself, so you can't get mad and go, Dr. T.
She's like, I pity the fool.
I was waiting for
pity
someone.
the fool who, what's the word I'm thinking of? Denies my therapist's advice.
There we go.
I couldn't think of the word deny.
Oh.
or refuse.
Well, you got it.
Yep.
Got it in
You
8.
did it.
Yeah, so she's very, I think, like, very bubbly, very interesting, like, contrast to what this party's been through. Be interesting to see how she goes about this journey, and if she brings the party up, if they bring her down, more likely some kind of equilibrium. I don't know.
What kind of advice would she give Kima?
That's interesting.
I'm curious. What would
Stop breaking the law,
asshole? That's it. Perfect.
Got it in one.
Got it in one.
That would be a great character interview segment.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Like you to do it yourself? Like you're just talking to yourself?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I'd say that's pretty good advice. Solid.
So I think last we left off, everybody was down at a restaurant or a bar, just kind of chilling, reflecting on things. And Rats gets a little message over his comm unit from his little brother. It says, "Rats, I need your help." And Rats kind of bolts out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where's Rats going?
Not even he knows.
He doesn't even know. Twim, you didn't give me the address. You just said, "Come help me." Where the fuck am I going?
I mean, can we just hand wave that and say
No.
that he did give him his
No.
He's just running the streets of
I was trying to have a really good cliffhanger for this holographic world we're in called... Okay. No, so Twim, I imagine you're kind of just rushing out because this is family business. Maybe Rat's kind of private. He's already not really wanting to reveal a lot about himself as it is. So he gets out of there, and I imagine he's talking to Twim on the way there, and Twim gives him an address of where he's staying. You walk up to the building. It's just like this 2 or 3 story kind of not run down, but not anything extravagant of a an apartment place, and you see somebody kind of peeking out one of the windows, and then closes the blinds, runs over, opens the door real quick, and kind of looks out and waves at you really quickly. And the whole time he's just kind of looking back and forth, really obviously freaking out here.
Okay. Well, Rats...
This is your brother, by the way.
Yeah. Rats steps in and turns around. He's like, "Okay, what's going on?"
Hey, so how are things with you? Man, let's talk about you first. You've been gone for a while. I just want to know what's going on.
Tom, there's going to be plenty of time to take care of that later. What do you need my help with?
Yeah, maybe there'll be time for that later. And he's walking back and forth, and I mean, he's, you're what, 3 feet, 6 inches, something like that? He's probably comes up about 6 inches short of you, and he's just pacing back and forth, kind of looking out the window again, and he finally sighs, and he sits down in a chair facing you, and he's just like, "Man, I kind of walked into some trouble, but I didn't do it on purpose. I was selected to go to the Vid Game Junior contest, and
Yeah, I watched you.
what'd you think?"
I think that you got screwed. Something happened with the game. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I meant before that part, but...
Well, that's kind of all the GM described to me when we were...
I just assumed that you knew everything.
I wanted to say so bad, he opens the door and then slowly he peels off his mask and it's a horse with a gun.
I also wanted to say, when you said he's 3 feet 6 inches, he was like, "Is he 3 feet or is he 6 inches?"
He's half a Subway sandwich.
He's half a Subway sandwich. That's a good one. No, he's about 3 feet tall, so he doesn't quite come up to where you are, but he's really flustered. He says, "Look, the truth is, when you left, we all knew that you were trying to strike out and do better for all of us, but then I won this trip, and they say all expense paid, but it's not really, and so I got on the infosphere, and I found this place where they spot people, to make money, to invest in players, and then they take a cut. It seemed totally legitimate, and well, they even gave me some extra money to help take care of Mom and the family, and it was all good. And then the messages from the guy started to get really dark. He went from being like really friendly to like really demanding to get his money right away, and I was just feeling a lot of pressure. And the thing that you saw on TV, that was me. I may have inserted some code into the program to make sure that it win. And he just like hangs his head in shame, like looks down at the floor.
But you didn't win.
No. Well, you know me, brother. I'm not like that. But I just felt desperate, and I thought I might be able to pull it off. And then the authorities saw something happen, and I couldn't get caught. I had to live for the next event. So I may have blamed the other player and set him up to take the fall.
This is bad.
Well, I know. I just don't know what to do. And it didn't start out this way. I was just... It was a legitimate site, and I read the reviews and everything, and it seemed fine. And then once I lost that event, once they postponed the event, he got really anxious. Like the deadline's passed, and I tried to explain what happened, but he wasn't hearing any of it.
Listen, Twim, I have some money. How much do you need?
Do I really have to say how much I took from him?
I mean, it would help.
It's like 5,000 credits.
Brad's eyes get really wide, and he turns away real quick. Like,
Oh my god.
I went to the jungle and recovered a bunch of fucking shit, and we didn't even get that much money. Like, what did you spend 5,000 credits on?
I was just had to get the latest gear and upgrade. I just had to make sure that I want, and a lot of it went to paying for our family just to get things that they needed. The guy knew that I was in a tough place, and he was trying to take care of the family too. I mean, I know he's upset. He contacted me recently, and he said he'll give me a chance to make right on this one, on the event that's coming up here soon. But if I don't win that one, Rats, I don't know what he's gonna do. I know you were out there looking out for us, but when you left, I just felt like I needed to step up, and I just got into this without even knowing what it was. I feel terrible.
Twim, this was my responsibility. I was out here to take care of the family.
I know, but I just felt like I couldn't just sit around. I had to try something. Anyway,
I need you to tell me who these people are, Twim.
All I could get was his first name when I was trying to research who it is. His name's Jark Keck. I think he's an elf, but that's all I really know. I didn't really see him up close, and we did everything over the infosphere. I think he was at the event on Akitog, but he kind of kept his distance. That's all I know. He was Downside Kings. I think he was like an arms dealer or something with the Downside
Kings. Took money from an arms dealer?
Well, I didn't know that until I investigated after the fact, that after this all started going down. I mean, there was nothing I could find on the page that listed any of this. I was so caught up in the moment, I didn't even bother to dig deep until it was too late.
Rats he's he's angry now, and not so much directly at Twim. Like, he was taken advantage of. Rats understands that, but we've dealt with the Downside Kings before, and the fact that they took advantage of his family.
Yeah.
He's like very angry now.
Yeah.
Rats like squares up with Twim. Like he's like looking him right in the eye. He's like, I don't want you to have to worry about this. I'll take care of it. But I need you to lay low until I come back.
Twim kind of like, he like looks away, but then you like hold him, so he kind of has to look back at you, and for a moment he just stares at you, and then he sighs and just his shoulders droop, and I will. I know this is my fault, but if that's what you want me to do, I'll lay low.
Don't take any more money from people either. I can't. It's been hard enough trying to get stuff to send back to the family. I can't pay your debts too.
He nods. Doesn't say anything.
Okay. Don't open the door for anybody unless it's me or somebody with a Starfinder badge.
Okay. And he's still like looking around this whole time.
He leans in and hugs him. He's like, I love you, little brother.
I love you too.
We're gonna get through this.
Okay.
And he heads out the door. And he's got a fire in his eye.
Put that out. You're gonna hurt yourself.
I can't
They said
see
that-
anything.
they
He
said
walks
that-
out into the street.
They said that modification wouldn't do this.
Adventure
Yeah. Storyline dead. Twim like looks out the window and sees his brother get hit by a car, and he's like,
I guess I can't open the door anymore.
Here's 2. You can give me 1. Because I did some epic roleplay.
I'm keeping this one because you don't get it.
2 tokens? What?
Here, Chris, I'm gonna give it to you so you can give it to us.
All right,
later.
okay.
So how about that?
Yeah, I didn't specify.
Okay.
So yeah, Rats, you come walking out of this nondescript, keep saying apartment building, but what I'm looking for, like hotel, motel type thing.
Holiday Inn.
Damn
Holiday
it!
Inn.
You son of a bitch! I was about to say it too. I was like, should I say it? Nah, I don't think it'll ruin it. Holiday Inn. All right, fine. Fuck it.
for a Motel 6.
I'll keep the light on for you.
Okay.
But so what do you do? I mean, you got this fire in your eye, and you just left, and where do you head next?
I head down to the Spike.
Heading down to the Spike.
Store.
It's very windy.
So windy.
I'm afraid this podcast is going to be cut short.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Power went out
Yeah.
earlier.
Power went out earlier, so would it be really bad if we're in the middle of recording and it just shut off?
We should have brought that generator.
Yes, we should. I took the garbage out, and the can like whipped up and smacked me in the forehead. Yeah, I mean it was ridiculous.
That happened. Well, it didn't hit me in the head, but I was taking garbage out when I went over to Mom's.
Yeah.
And I was like, I had 2 garbage bags, and I was walking up, and the lid flew open right as I got up to it. And
Nice. Is that what?
Today's be a good day. By the way, your fake brother's in trouble with an arms dealer, so... Sorry, real brother, I have to go save my fake brother. Chris is like, no, wait, come back. I'm getting beat up by this garbage can. It's like a speed bag.
And then it blows out like an old crusty pie in my face.
Oh.
So you're heading
Ew.
down to the Spike, and you get down to this, it's just really kind of like Blade Runner-esque, really dark, and you get to a section where
there's like glimpses of like neon lights over the buildings and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, so you're down there, and you're not quite sure where these guys are. You do know that you disrupted their operations back when they were at the. I don't think it actually had a name, but it just had like the king's symbol like right on it.
Mm-hmm.
Side note: is he doing we're nowhere to be found? He's doing all this.
No, we're at the same place we were at before.
Yeah, he just took
Okay.
off.
All right.
Rats has left the building.
I feel like depending on how long he's been gone, we're probably trying to locate him.
But we don't know where he is.
Yeah.
I figured.
Like I know what you mean. Like
I haven't gone very long.
I mean,
Yeah.
in the future, they've got to have that tracked, right? I mean, they know where you are.
Maybe.
Apple knows where you are. Google knows where you are.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but consider, I
Crop
mean,
knows where
Find
you
my
are.
friend.
he went to visit his brother,
What's that guy's name?
Jarkek. It's
Jarkek.
Jarqec.
Yeah, I bet you thought you were right.
QEC.
But you got to figure that he kind of left the bar restaurant, and it probably wasn't that far for him to get there and spend some time with his brother.
Okay.
Maybe an hour, maybe a little more than an hour at this point. So you're down here on the Spike. You're kind of looking around. Imagine you go check the old King's place, and you see that when you get there, this time like the symbol's kind of burnt out, and the place looks like it's very, very unkempt. And you notice there's not as many people frequenting this area. Like it kind of died out.
Time to have another fake fight in that bar.
Can I? Well, shit. How do I find them? I expected they'd still be here.
He asked nobody in particular.
You said less people, right? Not
Yeah, there's
no
still people there.
I'm gonna have a look around.
So you walk in to the double doors. They're not even guarded anymore. You go inside, and this place is just like completely dead. That looks like there's a handful of people in there, barkeep, a couple of patrons just kind of sitting nearby tables. There's no like any dancing girls like there were before. The lights are all down low.
Mm-hmm.
Not any upbeat music really playing this time. Clearly, your actions in the past have just led to this place just kind of drying up.
Oh, okay. I talked to the barkeep.
Hey, what's going on?
I need to know how to get in touch with the Downside Kings.
Kind of eyes you up a little bit. It's this human guy. He's like about 6 feet tall, like tan skin, and he's got like a gash across his right cheek, but really like kind of muscular, big, beefy hands, and he's just rubbing his cheek here, and he's like, Downside Kings. Well, about a month back, they all got run out of here. Kind of been moving, trying to find a new location, but I don't know. What's that kind of information worth it to you? I'm gonna need a little something. This is risky business, talking about the Kings.
I put 10 credits on the bar.
He kind of looks at it like, and he like reaches over and slides it across the table, and he said, "This place has seen better days, but I guess I'll take it." Look, there's a place not too far from here, probably like a 10-minute walk. It's called the Bang Bang.
That's a terrible name.
Yeah, I know.
The comedy Bang Bang.
I'm really depressed that they're drawing all this business, but it's a good place. But the Kings are said to be moving in and making that a new base of operations. That's all I know.
Okay. Shit. I need to go to the nearest infosphere.
Okay. Yeah, so you kind of have to make your way back to like the better part of the Spike, because there is a part of the Spike where a lot of the richer folk will come down and frequent just because they feel like, oh, we're getting away with something here.
Yeah.
Whatever.
How exotic.
So yeah,
Feels
the
like
gentrified part of the...
this third world country is so exotic.
It's like you're down 3 floors from where you live.
Yeah.
it feels like I don't think any of you have played Mass Effect 2, right? No.
No.
There's this place called Omega. I think.
Citadel.
It's called Omega, where basically the entire station is like bad news, but there's like the big head honchos of the bad guys, and then there's like the lower levels where all the sick people and stuff like that is.
It's like Elysium.
Yeah,
It's like Elysium.
essentially, yeah. Yeah, so you make your way back to this. It's a little brighter here, and you find an on-street infosphere that you can access.
Okay. I need schematics for the building. Bang bang.
And then like
No building found by that name.
It puts like the map up on the screen for you to download into,
Well,
or you can just memorize it.
I'll use it on my data pad.
Okay, so yeah, you get the schematics, which I have right here.
He prepared for this.
I don't believe you.
You're right, he didn't. No, rats! Where'd these 2d20 come from? Familia.
Those are guesses.
Are they?
Vash. Yeah, you can take these so you can roll
Roll
twos.
ones. Ooh, you have faith in me. I like it.
I mean, you haven't rolled a 1 in a while. You've been rolling less than 5.
I roll a 1. Rolled a 1 on puberty.
Yeah, so you get the schematics for this. I mean, it's pretty basic building, like a main entry area and then a couple of side rooms, and you're able to study that in detail.
Nice. Okay.
Bunch of Christmas lights everywhere.
I head back down to Bang Bang.
Bang bang. Okay.
As I approach, I get my comm unit and contact Domage.
Just me?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. So Rats is walking up to this building. This one, not as flashy on the outside as what the King's original building once looked like, but you can see like there's some like, it looks run down a little bit, but you can see that there's some improvements like slowly being made to it here and there.
Time of day is this?
This is, I think we're in the afternoon, but since we're down in the spike, I mean it's dark here.
Okay.
It's always dark. Scum.
And so I imagine Domash is like walking around, like wherever they're at. I don't remember the name of it.
The Moons of Sleep.
Well, I mean like the area outside of it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know, right?
the Starfinder like,
Place.
No, it's
Lore Spire complex.
Spire.
Yeah, like he's just
Yeah.
kind of walking around the Lore Spire complex and like
Just kind of looking around for what's
he's kind of like he's trying to play it cool, you know, act like he's not going completely insane. And he hears like his comm unit buzz, and he answers it. Hello,
Domash, it's Rats.
oi, mate. You all right? You kind of just left us back there, so I wasn't sure if you didn't say anything. So
I'm fine right now, but I might need your assistance.
need my assistance. Well, as my now pretty much only friend on this team, because he's probably going to leave, or he is leaving.
No, you're the one leaving. I'm staying here.
Wait, what?
once I can, mate.
Hey, oh. All right, man. Hey, yeah, mate. What do you need? Need some money, or like you need? I don't know.
You have an extra 5,000 credits.
Yeah, you got 5,000 credits laying around?
Mate, you for real? Like, no, I don't have that kind of money. That's an absurd amount of money to just have lying around.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and he's like, everything all right? Like, you sound.
My little brother got caught up in some shit. And,
Apple doesn't seem to fall far from the tree there, does it?
ouch.
Sorry, rude.
I'm down here at this sweet club, Bang Bang.
Domash kind of stops, like he kind of like, you what?
It's the new home of the Downside Kings.
And his like Domash kind of like recoils. He's like, oh, so I thought they were gone, or at least No, you know what?
1,000 apologies.
You all right? If you just want to give me the directions, I can meet you down there. I mean, I don't.
Yeah, you might want to bring the other two.
Yeah. No problem. I'll give me like, I don't know, 15 minutes. I don't know how long it takes to travel in this area, so I don't know. Chris?
Yeah, you're not far at all. Like maybe
Okay.
15, 20.
We're like down a couple of levels,
Okay.
probably.
like an elevator,
And you could always, you could take a taxi or whatever.
Uber, space Uber.
I'm gonna send you these schematics that I pulled up of the place, so you'll be more familiar with it. But I can't wait. I'm going in now.
Whoa. Mike, listen, don't be dumb. All right.
Rat's out.
He like turns like the nearest like person. He goes, "The fucking rat hung up on me." And like he sees like the bodyguard from the Downside King, and he's like, "Oh, fuck off." And he runs back to where the Moons of Sleep was.
That's awesome. All right, rats. So you're going in solo, not waiting.
Yeah.
He's solo.
So you push in through this the door. No guards outside this time, and you make your way in. And there's loud music. You know, there's not like girls dancing up in cages like there were last time, but before you kind of see like there's a bar like right on either side of you. So it's almost like right when you walk in, they're ready to get you drinking.
Uh-huh.
And this thing wraps all the way around. In the center of this large room, you see like 5 large tables where there are patrons sitting, and then up in front of you, there's clearly like this dance floor. It's got like these electric lights pulsating, and then up on the stage, there's like musical instruments set up. There's not like a band yet. They're just playing music over the speakers. And you look around, you see people laughing, talking, having a good time. There's a barkeep taking care of people, sitting at the bars, and you're kind of looking around. You see to your left and your right, back in the corners, there's like raised areas that are like roped off. You know. But yeah, people are just having a good time in here, and you're looking around at all these people, and you can't really tell one person from another, you know. I don't know if you had that understanding when you walked into the King's Club originally, like if you could tell who was nefarious or not, but a lot of these people just look like regular people, just having a good time.
Okay, so there's like average, how many people would you say are in here?
I would say there's probably like 40, 50 people.
That's a lot of people. Okay, well, Rats is like, he gets stopped at the bar, I guess. Like, hey, can I get you a drink or anything?
Yeah. And what'll it be? You want a drink? Do you want something to make you go bang bang? We got lots of spicy
Oh
food.
my god.
Rats is taken back. He's like, Jack,
Phrasing.
Castrovellian whiskey, because that's what Domash had most recently. Like, Rats like never drink, so he,
okay.
Castrovellian whiskey.
Like, imagine he's like trying to think, and remember seeing the bottle?
Yeah.
And so the barkeep keeps a smile on her face, but kind of rolls her eyes, like, all right. And you see her walk over to the shelf, and she has to like get a ladder out and climb all the way up to the top.
That's right. I only drink top shelf.
Jesus. And she comes back down. She's like, she pours you a drink. She's like, there you go. Not many people ask for Castrovellian whiskey. I guess my voice just changed.
Are you okay? Are you okay? Like,
The climbing up of like 3 feet really made the voice change.
But it's slowly coming back down.
Or it
so
could
let's
be,
get back to
or
it.
it could be that one race that can switch. Like,
What race is that?
the race.
Oh, the race.
You know, that race.
I like
You
that
know.
race. That's the best race.
hold for looking up of race.
We can continue. This
not.
isn't important.
Yeah. I love the stuff. I drink it all the time.
I imagine he like throws
Really?
like she looks away. He like throws it behind him. He's like,
Astrozoan.
That's your sound. Okay. Yeah, a lot of people aren't really fond of that jungle flavor, but how dare you?
I love nature.
tell? You look like a guy that likes nature.
Yeah. Okay, well, have a nice night. And he like throws him a tip.
All right.
I'll give you a tip.
Bounces. He catches it. Or she catches it.
He's like, you like take tips? And he's like, yeah. He's like, hey, if you ever find yourself in the jungle, use a rocky overhang to use for protection. And he like leaves.
So yeah, you take your Castrovellian whiskey that you're not accustomed to drinking, and you walk in the bar. I wonder if you look kind of awkward, like holding this thing. Like
Yeah, he's holding it very like he's like holding it at the top. Like,
He doesn't know how to hold a drink.
Yeah, a glass like a rocks glass right?
Yep.
He's like holding it at the top, like walking around.
Yeah.
I'm looking for any like entrances into the back rooms or such.
Okay, so you're walking in. You look off to the left, and you see behind the bar that there's a door that goes that goes back somewhere. It says employees only, and then you look to the right, back in the corner of that raised area, and you see 2 doors. One of them's back behind that roped off area. Yes, and then like as you're walking over, there's this like tall Vesk wearing like just this like kind of brown leather armor, and he walks over and he's like, "Hey, don't come to the bars much."
No, it's my first time here.
I can tell by the way you're holding that glass there, mate. The name's Demudja.
Nice to meet you.
You making fun of me? You can't change his name. It's stuck like that. That's 2 pickup lines he has to try now.
And he's like, "Oh, that's a good one. I'm gonna have to use that one." Hey, nice to meet ya. So, what brings you in tonight?
I just heard about this place start gearing up, so I figured I'd come in and check it out.
Oh, yeah, it's really picking up. Since about a month ago, this place has just really taken off.
Never heard of it before now.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely gonna be an up-and-comer. I've been coming here for a long, long time. It's my favorite place to just hang out and socialize. So, if there's anybody you want to know, anybody you want to meet, you want me to show you what the best drinks are, I got it for you. I can even tell you who mixes the best drinks.
Oh, I kind of stick with my Castrovallian whiskey. It's the only thing I drink.
Oh, we'll have to change that. I didn't get your name. What's your name? And he's like, just kind of like really waving his arms around until he's had a few drinks.
Man.
Name's Rats.
Rats! That's such an original name. I love it. Nice to rat ya.
That's good. You turned my joke around on me.
Learning from the best. And he slaps you. And you kind of like move forward.
He like lunges forward like, oh.
You took 1 non-lethal damage.
So, what is there anything I can do for you? I'm always here to make people feel welcome.
I'm looking for a friend of mine. His name's Jarkek.
As you say that name, he kind of like, just for a split second, you can see like the smile from his face drop, and then he puts it right back up. Jarkek, what business do you have with Jarkek?
Oh, he's friends with my brother.
Oh, brother must be pretty important.
Yeah, he's an up-and-comer. He's on the rise.
So, is he an arms dealer too?
In a way. He's dealt with lots of first-person shooting.
Is he like an assassin for hire?
He has a
He plays. He likes to play games with people.
And you can see that this guy's like, he's keeping the smile on, but he's getting like kind of uncomfortable.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, well, he must be pretty important if he knows Jarkek. And takes a drink. Yeah, well, you can find him right over there in the VIP section, up there in that roped off area. But Jarkek is not somebody to be messed with. Yeah, he's done great things for this club, which I love dearly, but kings are bad news. So you better watch out for them.
Alright, well, thanks for looking out.
No problem! He slaps you again. I'd say about this time, like, they're kind of getting close.
Yeah.
Like they could walk in at any time.
I like
the rest of the party.
to imagine he's like, I love this bar. I've been coming here for a long time. I was like, did this open like a week ago? A long time.
The alcoholism has ruined my sense of time.
How long have we been talking? 10 minutes. What?
It feels like days.
I've known you for years.
I was at your wedding. I'm not married. We just met.
Okay, so can I see Jarkek from where I'm standing?
So from there you're looking over, kind of past. People are like eating, and bottles are clanking. People are dancing on the floor, and you're kind of able to like glimpse through just a little bit, and you can see that there's a figure, an elven like figure. TV went off. Monitor.
It's a monitor.
Monitor.
TV went off. All the TV in the bars go off.
So you're able to like see through the crowd that there are a couple of people sitting at this table, and then kind of standing on either side. There's like two. There's two like large orcs just kind of standing there, their arms crossed, just like not saying anything. But you can see like there's this discussion going on, and these people are like hushed. They're just talking in really hushed tones. There's three people I meant to say. And one of them is elven figure, and the other ones are two Lashintas. They're just sitting there.
Okay. Is there a bathroom?
There is a bathroom.
Where's the bathroom located?
20 feet towards you.
This?
Yeah.
He even drew the toilet.
Nice. I
Spent a
poop
lot
in
of
it.
time on that toilet while on the toilet.
Oh,
I don't want to touch that map now.
Just that part.
Rats goes into the bathroom and casts invisibility on himself.
Interesting.
I imagine we show up at
Okay.
this point.
Right when he casts it.
Yeah. So, like, Domach kind of walks in. He's, like, looking around. And, like, he kind of, like, thanks to EP. Like, oh, mate, Rat said he was in here, so we got to make sure, keep... I almost said keep an eye out, but you kind of can't see, so I guess keep a sense out. Or whatever you do.
Affirmative.
Oh, I like it. Affirmative. we need code names. I'll be... I'll get back to you. Hold on. So, like, he kind of, like, he's, like, thinking to himself, like, what would be a good code name for AP? And he, like, walks into the bar.
The blue that goes wraps all the way around.
Oh!
Both of these are bars.
Yeah, the brown dots are bar stools.
I thought those were...
They just insert right into your butthole.
Yeah.
That's where they
I
insert
remember there
the
was
beer.
back in high school, like seating at the lunchroom was like really bad, and so they did like the Friday morning news show, and they'd give segments to students to like do stuff. So the one guy's like, yeah, if you want to elect me class president, I'll solve problems like seating in the lunchrooms like this. And he picks up a bar stool and he like turns it over. He says, now you got seating for you and 4 of your friends.
That's the best. Yeah, he gets like taps the table to get the attention.
That barkeep comes over. Yeah, what'll it be?
You keep your voice going. Is this a different barkeep?
This is a different barkeep. Yeah, and you see this like human woman, and she's like just like moving to the beat of the music. It's almost like she's exercising or something.
But I'm like, I love how like I'm still like full kitted, like from adventuring, so I still have all like my gear on me. So I'm just like I like kind of like look around. I'm like, yeah. Have you seen Yusoki that came in here about 20 minutes ago?
No, I didn't see anybody. I was too busy bopping to the beats. Yeah.
Right. You say nothing at all? You didn't...
Well, I could look around the room for you if you want.
I mean, I could do that. I was just... you're right next to the door, so I assume you see everybody comes in.
Nah, I'm not supposed to be here tonight. They just had to come in. I'm kind of pissed.
You don't...
I'm not even supposed to be here tonight.
You don't seem very upset. You kind of, you're dancing, so I figured...
We gotta make the best of it, So that's what I'm doing. Just dancing to the music.
I telepathically tell Domash that he can't... he says, I don't sense
Rats.
Thank you. Jesus Christ.
No,
Our
it's rats.
brain is not
Don't
working.
give him a complex.
But yeah, he doesn't sense him at the moment.
He goes, alright. Like, he sits back, like, alright, well, just, keep radar sweeping the room.
I also feel like with the music and
It's,
stuff,
like,
he's
messing
like,
with it.
it's, yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So,
So you guys want a drink, or can I go back to what I was doing?
I mean, is going back to what you were doing, just without talking to us?
Yeah, that's right.
So
Go
for
much-
the listening audience, you cannot see what
can't see
Chris is doing.
like, he's like bopping his head and like moving around, his hands are on his hips, he's like kind of bouncing. So Domash kind of like, he shakes his head, he's like, under his breath, you can go, I can't believe I prefer hallucinations to this guy. Or girl. I don't judge, 2019.
It's a woman.
It's a woman. I wasn't paying attention, I was too busy watching Chris dance. So he goes, just glassy of Castrovalian whiskey if you got it.
And she like rolls her eyes and walks.
Oh, you got a problem with that?
Not many people come in here and get that. Now I gotta go climb up the ladder. You're gonna interrupt my dance. I might fall off while I'm dancing.
And my voice is gonna change.
I'll go get it for you.
Alright, I mean, it's your job.
I'm not
Hey, I
supposed
brought
to
your
be here.
drink back to you.
Oh! You went from you got Bruce Jenner.
Oh, no.
You got reverse Bruce Jenner. Just kind of goes,
Yeah, so she goes over and she's like getting the ladder out and climbing up to get it.
EP, if you don't mind, try to walk around the room,
Okay.
maybe get more of like a sweeping area, because
Yeah, he just turns around and just starts walking.
Bumping into everything.
Yeah, I assume so because you said the music's like loud and shit.
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Yeah, so he's probably having trouble like walking around without bumping into people.
Domash looks at Raquel, and he's like, can you go help him, make sure he doesn't hurt anybody? If you haven't noticed, he can't see.
I mean, I've noticed. I just don't understand why you sent him to do it. But sure, I'll help. Why not?
He kind of like, he's like, alright, look. You don't know EP like I know EP. Just don't question what I'm doing. I'm trying to find my friend.
I know he just ran into a table over there, but it's
hear, like,
fine. Yeah. Yeah. So she just kind
What
of.
color's your head?
I was actually just looking that up, and I don't have
You don't have a thing for
a color for
dazed and confused.
Disoriented.
yeah, disoriented. I do have an open color though.
I like dark pink for playful.
Oh yeah.
Well, so it would only take me a couple seconds
Yeah.
to turn invisible.
Right.
So my first thing would have... I'm going to go back into the VIP area.
Right. Okay.
I love the hash split, the semi-split party.
So,
Even though we're in the same room.
Yeah. So, Rats, the door opens up, or you open the door up, and you see standing like right by the door, you see that Damudja. He kind of, what? And then he takes a drink, and then just goes back to what he was doing, talking to the bartender. And then you make your way up to the VIP area, and so you see in greater detail. You see crouched around this, and I didn't do a very good job of drawing this because I changed my mind midway through. This is like bench seating, so it wraps all the way around the wall, like the other corner.
Okay.
So you see these guys sitting on a longer table, and there's three of them just huddled around. Two of them, two of the Lushunta, are just kind of sitting there quietly, like bobbing their heads. And then you see this elven figure, which actually is like very dark complected. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if like how much detail that Twim really gave you. He said he never really saw him, but he just said I think he's an elf.
Elf, yeah.
But this guy looks like much darker skinned for a typical elf. And you see him sitting there talking. He's like, listen, ever since the Downside Kings lost their leader, we've been disorganized. We've been in disarray. I think we need somebody to pull it all back together. Because we were once a great organization, and now we're not. And he like clasps his hands together on his chin. And then he puts his hands down on the table, just the fingertips on the palms. He's like, that starts with me. So I'm gonna need you guys to round up all of yourselves and pay tribute to me, because I'm the one who's gonna take over this gang. Not that other guy, because he can't do anything. He'll take this place and he'll run it into the ground, and then there'll be nothing left for anybody to claim. Oh, sure, you guys will run off and start your own little thing now, but you're not gonna... I know what you're thinking.
What?
I'm thinking some Donald Trump stuff.
That's exactly what
No, I'm trying to laugh because of how animated you are with your hand. I would give you
I
a
am
bottle
the
cap
best.
for how I would give you a bottle cap for how more immersive that is, but I can't because I can't trust you with bottle caps. I'll give you a round of applause. Golf clap. There you go.
Because you guys can run off and start your own little gangs. But it took years for the kings to become what they are. And I'm not willing to take years to start again.
We're gonna build that wall.
And we're gonna make them pay for it.
We're gonna. What was the other gang called?
What was the other
Level
gang called?
21
We're gonna make the level 21 crew pay for it. This is my real hair.
Do you think I should make a perception check to try and find him, even though, probably because of the noise and stuff?
What do you want to do?
I would
He's
like to make a
asking.
perception check to find rats. Because even though he's invisible, I can see him.
Well, that would negate his... Oh, he just loses his bonus, but you would still have to...
No,
roll.
I assume I would need to roll a perception check because of the excess noise. Does that make sense?
There's also 50 people in here.
Exactly.
Okay.
But I feel like
Trying
he
to pin-
knows your life
Yeah.
essence.
I mean, if you want to give me a negative 2, that's okay.
Yeah, go ahead and roll it.
I'll give you a -5.
You're not the GM.
And it's
Oh, that's that's a 16.
I'm like pulling you up off the ground.
he's covered
So-
in alcohol.
You got a 16?
Yeah.
So you're moving around, scanning the room, and you think for just a second you kind of catch him off on like this half of the building, but you can't pinpoint exactly.
But
where.
like on that side. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I relayed to Domosh that he's on this side of the room. How do I signify which side of the on Rat's side of the room?
The far side of the room.
He's on the rats side. The side with all the rats.
There's a pile of rats. They're in a trench coat, acting like a real person. He's like squeak, squeak. Like, all right, I'll give you this. He like slides him a drink, and like his hand comes out, and a bunch of smaller rats. They form the fingers.
Yeah. It sounds like a great character.
It's my new character. His name is
Rats, too.
Electric Boogaloo. Yeah, so I assume I just grab my drink from the bartender. I go like, all right, he like tosses like a cousin. He's like, thanks. He like walks away.
See ya.
All right, mate, you should really stop doing that.
It's a workout.
No.
All right, and your voice changed, so I guess it's the ladder trick's right. And he walks over with EP.
Rats is gonna stand up on the table.
And moon
On
everybody.
the okay.
On the table in front of him. He draws out his disintegrator pistol.
Oh,
Disintegrator pencil.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, because you never mess any words up.
I gotta make fun of someone.
He, like, it, like, makes that, like, charging noise that, like, well, as he, like, pulls it out and he drops his invisibility.
oh,
Oh damn.
I imagine, like, right as that happens, like, we see it,
yeah.
and I'm just like, oh, fuck.
What
happened?
he's got the gun pointed at him.
Right.
And he says, disintegrator pistol, liquidator class. This will make a mess of your head. And I want to make a deal.
We'll see you next week.
Oh,
God.
Make sure you check out our website at adventureawaitspod.com. There you can find links to our Facebook and Twitter and keep up to date when we release new episodes. And a big thanks to Sirenscape for providing music and sound effects. Check them out at Sirenscape.com, where you can revolutionize your tabletop gaming experience.